Can you think of a day where you didn't read anything? Even without books, you read daily without thinking about it. Reading a text, medication instructions, food labels, or even something as important as a warning sign is so menial, most people don't think twice about it. But for much of Florida's population, it can be a massive daily struggle. Almost 20% of Florida's population is completely illiterate or lacks basic reading skills. People who grow up without getting high-level reading skills are more likely to be impoverished, drop out of school, become incarcerated, on welfare, and have worse mental and physical health. In other words, if you want to help a community, you need to lead with reading. The key time to achieve age-appropriate reading level is 3rd grade. By 3rd grade, every subject starts requiring independent reading, and students below grade level start to fall further behind in all subjects, and are less likely to ever get on reading level. Unfortunately, 65% of 3rd graders at Creel Elementary are below reading level. With our project, Leading with Reading, we focused on 1st and 2nd graders to get them back on track with proficient grade level reading skills. Our project had 3 parts. First, we leave our school twice a week, sacrificing our study hall and lunchtime to go to Creel Elementary and work with the students there, being their reading buddy. Students are more enthusiastic to read because they enjoy being with their teenage partner. Second, we developed a letter system, exchanging letters with our students to encourage them to read and write outside of school hours at home. And lastly, we collected over 1,000 books and donations from around our county, bookstores, publishers, and library sales to give to these students because many didn't have any at home to practice with. The most important part of our project was getting kids excited to read. The kids in our program had the same volunteer every week, and they got a role model who clearly enjoyed reading, which excited them to enjoy reading too. We had a large variety of books each week for the students to pick from. This meant they got to own books they chose and enjoyed. By the end of our project, students had a clear enthusiasm for reading noted by their teachers and our volunteers. Our project actually raised the reading scores of the students in our program, which puts them closer to reaching proficiency by 3rd grade. What do you like about the project?
I like being with my partner and reading with my partner.
I'm actually the literacy coach at Creel Elementary, so they just wanted to let me tell you guys how important it was for our students. Our 1st and 2nd graders loved them coming every Wednesday and Thursday, and on the few days that they couldn't make it, our kids were truly upset. We've also been tracking those students to see their fluency, because that's one of the things we're doing, and their word count per minute and their accuracy rate for the students that they are specifically working with have actually gone up. So we've seen improvements with them coming and actually working with our students twice a week.
Have you ever been body shamed or compared yourself to people you see on social media? This is a global serious problem faced by teenagers and it needs to be addressed now. Social media adds to a large population of teenagers who've attempted to change themselves to look like the people that they see on the internet and struggle with not being confident about their body image. Such issues revolved around social media have led to negative body image along with harmful disorders such as anorexia, body dysmorphia, and more.
By conducting a survey, we have determined that around 34% of kids at our school are already unhappy with their bodies.
We are Bloom, a community problem-solving team from Community Middle School with the goal to spread awareness about the falsities of the perfect body image represented on social media platforms so that students could have a more positive body image. Over the course of several months, Bloom has accomplished numerous initiatives impacting individuals in our school and community. Through December to February, we visited every classroom in our school, presenting a slideshow about the falsities of pictures on social media and how to become body positive. This ensured students from our school will be less likely to develop body image issues from social media, as we inform them about edited pictures and methods to have a positive body image. Furthermore, Bloom has hosted a poster contest for students to show what they know about how body image is impacted by social media, along with some body image challenges. We have also collaborated with The Body Positive, a social movement promoting positivity of all body types, to host a Q&A session with the members. It turned out to be a successful event in which elementary, middle, and high school students join in this discussion. In addition, Bloom has had a weekly event called Bloom Week for the students at our school. Each day we provided students with fun body positive related activities, such as participating in a seminar, watching positive short films, and more. We've also created and designed a bulletin board in a popular hallway to further advertise Bloom, along with setting up a display in the library highlighting body-positive books. During March and April, Bloom has met with the Social Justice Club and Girl Scout troops to educate individuals in our community on the falsities of the perfect body image presented on social media platforms. Additionally, to spread our message to parents, Bloom crafted an infographic on how they can specifically help their children with their body image acceptance, which was shared through the newsletter in the WWP Facebook page. We also collaborated with the GSCS NJ Media team, who wrote a short story about Bloom and everything we've done. Bloom has put up flyers in both our school and outside recreational centers that educate people about body image issues connected to social media. The Helene Cody Foundation has played a key role in Bloom's mission, as we received a large amount of money in the form of a grant to carry out our programs. However, Bloom is not done yet. Through all of our project efforts and proposals, our main goal is to convey one simple but often overlooked message.
Litter in Pearland is a huge problem. Project T-Cube turns trash into beautiful art pieces. We currently have an ongoing donation drive for litter, where students can drop off trash in this box. We also receive several donations from others, including bottles, bottle caps, and cardboard. Lots of different types of trash were donated to us.
We also manage an Instagram account called Project T Cubed, where we post regular updates on our project. This was our first post on December 7th. This was our original inspiration, and we plan to use it on Big Art Day on March 23rd. These are some of our most recent posts.
This is an event that we hosted at the Fort Bend Community Church, in which we used bottle caps and other recyclable materials to make a fun project with the students of the church. These are some examples of projects we made from bottle caps.
At Big Art Day, we created a mural of a pear using bottle caps we collected around our community. We also allowed kids to paint their own bottle caps to put on the mural. Over the course of only 6 hours, we managed to complete the entire mural.
I've noticed a lot less trash on Pearland streets and parks.
Yes, I have seen less trash around my school and community recently.
After everything CMPS has done, I've noticed a visible change of the amount of litter around our community. Thank you.
There's not as much trash in our community recently because the community members have been bringing awareness to the situation, which caused other community members to act on this problem.
Hello, my name is Sarah Jacob, and I personally haven't noticed an uprise in pollution or litter in Pearland.
Who's washed out to sea. Every fatal drowning, there's 10 children admitted to hospital.
It follows 4 drownings in just 3 days.
There have been 2 drownings at 2 different beaches.
The farmer popular surf spot at Killalea south of Sydney, another man in his 60s was pulled from the water.
Over 83 fatalities around Australia.
More than a quarter of Australians don't use any sun protection.
More than 150 children received emergency department treatment for sunburn last year.
Enough is enough. It's time for a change.
Hi, my name is Chloe Mekazik, and my project is called Coastal Safety Awareness. I've chosen this topic as my entire life I've resided next to the beach. I've seen countless people with life-threatening sunburns, and I've watched lifeguards and community members rescue people from rip. Unfortunately, Most people in Australia, despite living near the coast, have not had the same beach safety education as me. Over several years, whilst there have been various campaigns to educate adults and children about numerous risks and dangers surrounding coastal areas of Australia, the growing number of drownings, surf rescues, complacency, sunburn, and marine injuries have been enduring. My project, Coastal Safety Awareness, has been put in place to educate the Illawarra region of New South Wales, Australia, particularly the youth, about the significant dangers the beach poses so that they can gain greater control over their health and safety at the beach during 2024 and beyond. To truly grasp the essence of my project, let's start from the beginning. In May 2023, I distributed a survey to TIGS Junior School to assess their knowledge of dangers at the beach. In June, I created my CSA logo and I contacted St Justin's Catholic Primary School in Oran Park to inquire about involving them in my educational program. Throughout July, I prepared my lesson packs. I interviewed Mr. Gardiner, a PE teacher.
Well, education provides knowledge and skills for children to be able to make good, sensible decisions, especially while in the beach.
I also began to create CSA merchandise. During the entirety of August, I organised beach safety lessons with TIGS Junior School. I also held a Daffodil Day bake sale where I sold baked goods and daffodils to raise money for the cancer camp. Throughout September, I held a beach safety art competition at TIGS. I also established my Instagram account and website. In October, I finalised my project for the National CMPS competition. During March of 2024, I contacted Nessa about beach safety in the primary school curriculum, and I held another coastal safety lesson at TIGS. I also held a meeting with Coastal Safety Group and Wollongong Lifeguard. In April, I conducted an interview with the MP for the Heathcote electorate in New South Wales, and I applied for a grant. Throughout May, I plan to teach a beach safety lesson and hold a CSA stall at the TIGS Great Fete. This experience has taught me invaluable lessons in problem solving, determination, teamwork, project management, and organisation. I've come to appreciate how rewarding it is to solve important problems within my community. Thank you.
We are Worlds Within Words.
I'm Matthew.
I'm Jerry.
And I'm Sabrina.
We are Year 10 students from Kristen School, and we aim to assist asylum seekers while they settle into New Zealand.
Asylum seekers are effectively refugees who have not yet had their legal status finalised. This means that they are effectively stuck in a state of limbo as they wait for their applications to be finished.
Our aim is to make asylum seekers' lives more optimistic and worthwhile while they await their registration status. ASSD is a non-profit organisation that operates across New Zealand to provide asylum seekers with necessary resources and shelter.
ASSD may provide the asylum seekers with all their basic needs. What we aim to do for our project is to provide the asylum seekers with all the special things that make life just a bit more worthwhile for them.
Communication and meetings stood as a basis to our project. We ensured that everyone was on task and we adjusted our project to our strengths and weaknesses. Now this ensured that our project was made to the best it can be.
Currently, there are around 1,000 people in New Zealand who are waiting for their asylum seeker status to be finalised. However, this process is often tedious and can take anywhere from 6 months to 10 years. These issues motivated us to take action and to support asylum seekers.
Firstly, we created bookmarks. Each of these bookmarks included inspiring quotes to motivate the asylum seekers to make use of the public space.
We received kind donations from our own Christian library, local libraries near us, as well as from the Christian community. Our final result was a library with a plethora of genres, titles, and stories, categorically sorted and placed. We added extra touches of plants and decorations to make the library feel more cozy and homely.
We established a present drive within our school in which we received things such as toys, toiletries, as well as books. These presents were then delivered to ASSD and then spread across asylum seeker families in Auckland.
We self-sustaining and served as a beacon of hope and knowledge.
From the feedback that we received, We strived to create a sustainable way of maintaining our library through the idea of magazines. Thus, we connected ASST with various magazine companies.
We also made a website with the aim to raise awareness on refugees and asylum seekers as a whole and to expand ASST's outreach by including their socials on our site.
Hi, my name's Jasmine. I'm from the Helping Hands, and I'm here to talk to you about what we did to help solve the issue of youth homelessness in the Illawarra. With the cost of living at an all-time high, it is becoming increasingly more difficult for the average family to afford a simple meal, whilst huge shopping corporations have recorded record-breaking sales increases, with Woolworths recording over a $1.62 billion in profits, whilst average families are feeling the squeeze. Well, for starters, we devised a 4-sector action plan for how we can combat this issue.
Thank you, Yazzie. Hi, I'm Lucy. And for our action plan, we decided to adopt the acronym RAP, which is Research, Awareness, Aid, and Perspective. First, research. We needed to fully educate ourselves on the severity of this situation, so we conducted personal research and talked to professionals in the field so that we could fully understand the situation. Second, awareness. We sought to spread awareness through our school and greater community, and we did this through assemblies and talking in year meetings, as well as putting up flyers in our local areas. Next is aid. We sought to help out many local organisations who seek to help those who are struggling with homelessness, such as the Wollongong Homeless Hub, the Vinnie's organisation, and the Salvation Army. Finally is perspective. We wanted to acknowledge and recognise those who are struggling with homelessness and shine a light on their stories so that they can have more awareness. Now to Bella, who can tell you how we achieved these plans.
Thank you, Lucy. It's Bella here to tell you a bit more on how we achieved our action plan. With our research, we were greatly helped by individuals from the Salvation Army, Chain Youth Services, and particularly our partnership with Wollongong Homeless Hub, who informed us on statistics and facts on homelessness around the Illawarra. Next in our plan is awareness. We saw a great deal of progress with our school's attitude towards the topic of homelessness through our talks and assemblies. We also ran a fundraiser with the idea that students would give the equivalent of their lunch money for a bowl of plain rice to show them the impact of the realities of many families today. Our group even went down to our local primary school to run a workshop discussing the effects on homelessness on youth. Now to Reese to talk about aid.
To aid the organisations that help homeless youth and families in our area, we ran various fundraisers and donation drives in our school community, reaching hundreds of people. We contributed to a Red Shield peel bake sale, raising $347 for the Salvation Army. We began to shift our focus as we also saw the importance of physical donations such as toiletries and food for organisations like the Wollongong Homeless Hub. We then ran a donation drive for necessities, in which we then made family hygiene bags with our logo on them that contained various household items. Around Easter time, we came to the realization that even those who can't afford to have a huge Easter should at least celebrate with a chocolate egg or two. So we hosted an Easter-themed bake sale that raised $545 and an Easter egg donation drive for the WHH that was very successful. With the help of our peers at school, we were able to provide the WHH with 2 full tubs of Easter eggs. Let's move to Robbie.
We're now going to look at perspective. The Helping Hands place a large amount of emphasis on this point. We strive to seek as many perspectives on this issue as possible. We accomplish this by interviewing many organisations like the Wollongong Homeless Hub and the Salvation Army about their experiences and their clients. This led us to learn that many of these organisations are funded minimally by the government and run off donations and sometimes investments by the committed workers of that organisation as well. We also learn about the experiences of our demographic and that it is very hard for them to get out of the situation that they're in as they're so young, meaning that if they can't afford the educational resources they need and can't afford tertiary studies, they're unable to get a job that will break the cycle of poverty.
So let's all join hands for a brighter tomorrow.
This is how I get to school. Wait, this is a problem, but I can fix it. Since I'm also a bus rider at my mom's house because I have divorced parents, I know what problems there are at the bus stops. It's a problem because there are safety hazards on the buses too. This is my research. It was done by the River to Sea TPO and outlines the safety hazards around Indian Trails Middle School. In this research, I found safety suggestions that haven't been done over the course of many years. From this, I found my area of concern, in which it gives background information on my project. This is my pre-survey. It gives me valuable information on student safety needs here at ITMS. These slides show the amount of safety students feel when getting to and from school. This is my UP. It says, because 50% of Indian Trails Middle School walkers, bikers, and bus riders feel unsafe when traveling to and from school, how might I increase the safety measures on the major roads so that Indian Trails Middle School students can safely arrive and depart from school in 2023 and beyond? This is Miss Moore, our Flagler County Superintendent. She had so many contacts and information that helped me get further in my project. Since I'm a bus rider, I know there are lots of hazards. So I decided to talk to Mr. Walker, the Director of Transportation here in Flagler County Schools. I also got to meet with Mr. Dance, the Flagler County Commissioner. He gave me background information on the city's infrastructure and why the suggestions and my research were never done. This is my shift in my project when I realized that sidewalks would use too much, so I switched to increasing the safety measures on major roads. I then created a flyer that I put on a bulletin board, the announcements, and in the TVs in the school lunchroom. All this is great, but I realized it was necessary to change my focus, which resulted in a shift in my project. When I shifted from getting new sidewalks to increasing the safety measures on major roads. This is my sustainability. In order to sustain my project, I was able to get the administration at Indian Trails Middle School to put my flyer in the back to school information, and with my looking forward to learning this skill to keep my friends and peers safe. This is a bike rodeo that the Flagler County Sheriff's Office came out and did at a convention that I attended. These are the helmet fitters that I worked with at the convention. This is one of the many helmet certificates that I gave out at a convention I attended. This is my post survey. It gives me information on what safety stuff I've changed here at ITMS. This is my reflection. For my project overall, I think it went well. My project was hard because it's my first year in FPS and I'm an individual project. Although, I do feel that I had an impact on the current students who travel to school and will on in the future who will be doing this. Now stay alert and stay alive.
That has a great area of concern, underlying problem, and entrepreneurial mindset. Who wants to be a boss?
Hi, we are Project B.O.S.S, bringing on student startups, and we are what you are looking for.
Nice to meet you, Project Boss. Tell me about your project focus.
Since most ITMS students have an interest in starting a business, but 84% of students have never had any guidance, how might we teach students foundational business skills so that they can learn to have an entrepreneurial mindset in 2023 and beyond?
Can you tell me how you taught foundational business skills and the entrepreneurial mindset?
During the early stages of our project, we decided to ask the students of Indian Trails if they understood what an entrepreneur was and if they ever thought about forming their own business. Many students thought about it, but since they didn't know what an entrepreneur was or had the knowledge to create a business, they did nothing. After that survey, later on, we sent out another survey asking the student body if they were ever taught how to start a business and if they had any guidance while doing so. Many said no.
After researching everything we could about the entrepreneurial mindset and fundamental business skills, we decided to share our knowledge with our peers and create an after-school club to teach kids what we learned. Using the grant, we bought children's entrepreneur books and subscriptions to the Kipreneur website to create our lesson plans.
During our 10-week Boss Club, we taught lessons on cost, supplies, naming businesses, branding with logos, and advertising. The feedback from our students was amazing, and we definitely were able to teach an entrepreneur mindset and foundational business skills. Homeroom class followed the same lessons as our club. We taught 25 kids in the class. The students in our Boss Club liked the club so much that they asked to be a part of our class to get extra help. We offered extra help to the club students as well as providing information to the homeroom students.
After weeks of teaching lessons, we planned the Kid Biz Expo event. We partnered with the Flagler Education Foundation to sponsor the event. Then we made a flyer and promoted the event around our community. We also reached out to possible community sharks to attend our event and give prizes to best kid business pitches. Around 30 youth vendors, 4 community sharks, and over 100 visitors attended. The event was a huge success and will now be an annual highlight.
It sounds like you have really done what you set out to do. How do you plan on sustaining this?
Due to this success, the Education Foundation is dedicated to making our Kid Biz Market and Expo an annual event.
I definitely want to invest in this project because you've accomplished your goals and taught the boss way.
We are the Hygiene Hijinks.
Over 700 children under the age of 5 die every day of diarrheal diseases due to the lack of appropriate hygiene services.
Additionally, in 2020, 2.3 billion people lack basic hygiene services, emphasizing the urgent need for
Children may face challenges in maintaining personal hygiene due to several factors. This includes puberty-related changes, lack of awareness, or other socioeconomic values.
In a society where social acceptance is hindered by poor hygiene in children, with 46% of questioned teachers mentioning bullying related to hygiene.
We are working to improve hygiene and social acceptance in kids, specifically through kindergarten to 2nd grade.
How might we do that?
We are creating a fun and educational game for kids to play.
Wait, what would the game even be about? Imagine there's a cute bunny that you could help maintain their cleanliness for.
Wow, I love bunnies.
I think that would make the game perfect.
Exactly! Children can both enjoy the game, but also learn how to maintain basic hygiene skills while doing so.
Hygiene is a very big concern in a world that's not talked about enough. Our game could improve poor hygiene.
The chance of getting mental illness, and I think it's a very meaningful project.
Hi, we are Project S.O.S. Solving Our Stress. Here is an overview of our project.
During one of our brainstorming sessions, we discussed how we and our friends were stressed about a variety of issues. We did some research and discovered that not only is stress a problem with students, but also for teachers. This is a problem that we thought, if solved, could be beneficial in long term.
First, we talked to our principal, Miss Landry. She said that it was a struggle to keep her staff satisfied in coming to school. They were filled with so much anxiety and stress that they were starting to quit. Over the past 4 years, 37 out of 69 faculty members left.
54.8% of Smith Middle School students have reported feeling stressed several times a week or more, and 45.2% of teachers said they feel stressed daily. Therefore, how might we maximize the opportunities for stress relief within our school so that the Smith Middle School population can thrive in a calmer learning environment in 2023 through 2024 and beyond?
The relaxing room and the Zen zone are both rooms that can help relieve stress within our school. The difference is that the Zen zone is for the teachers and the relaxing room is for the students. There's a variety of items that can help relieve their stress, such as aromatherapy, eating chocolates, doing puzzles, playing with fidgets, coloring, and so much more.
Fidget baskets will be put in all core classes. The contents of these baskets will be fidgets and so much more, so that kids and teachers do not have to leave the room to relieve their stress.
The Feelings Box is a tool for students and teachers to write their stress away. They can write their negative feelings on the slip and drop it into the slot. Research shows that writing relieves stress by combating negative thoughts.
The book is about a girl named Allison finding out that everybody in her school is stressed. It includes examples of how stress happens and how to relieve it.
We have a TikTok and Instagram account about how to relieve your stress and to keep up with what we are doing at our school.
We have created a website that is used to spread knowledge about our project. It will offer tips on how to relieve stress and explain what our team does at our school. This will be sustainable because the school counselor will be putting the website on her Google Classroom that will be accessible for students for many years to come. We're finding many ways to relieve stress at Smith Middle School. In what ways might you relieve stress in your community?
In today's era, emerging industries and technologies have innovated humanity forward significantly. However, these advancements come with a downside, a surge in waste production, much of which isn't being managed effectively. Disposal of waste through methods like burning or dumping into water sources not only harms the environment and its inhabitants, but also poses danger to human health. This global challenge demands urgent attention and collective action. In Thailand, for instance, it was reported that a staggering 27 million tons of waste was disposed in 2023, underscoring the pressing need for efforts to address this issue. Hence, we launched Project ReTrash, an initiative aimed at waste management within our schools, emphasizing repurposing and raising awareness about responsible waste disposal. We are committed to making impactful changes that can turn our community for the better.
Starting in November, we began planning and promoting the project to students, teachers, and faculty members. By December, donation points were established across the school for items like used A4 paper, pull tabs, plastic bottles and caps, PP plastic cups, and old calendars. This initiative runs until April 2024, with additional efforts to promote waste separation during the pre-year fair food market at the end of the month. In January, we engaged in various activities such as participating in plastic waste recycling booths at the school yearly fairs and promoting eco-friendly products like reused paper-made bookmarks and pencil bags paint shop at the art market. February saw us extending our outreach to events like Kasetsat University's Cassette Fair, educating and encouraging waste separation to grade 1 students. Additionally, we collaborated with the School Waste Bank to collect eco-bricks. We interviewed students who participated for feedback to improve our projects further.
March marked our presentation of the project at the school's open house.
reaching out to school board, teachers, parents, and students. From April onwards, we began delivering recyclable waste, which we have collected to the respective organization. Old calendars and used A4 paper to the Foundation for the Blind of Thailand and the Royal Britannic. Pool taps to the Thailand Prosthetic Foundation. Bottle caps to Precious Plastic Bangkok. PP plastic cup to Seyrek Hospital. And water bottles to the KUS Waste Bank. Throughout the program, we have collected 8,559 sheets of used A4 paper, 2,002 water bottle caps, 1,165 water bottles, 4,616 pieces of pool taps, 93 PP plastic cups, and 411 old calendars. We have created a social media account to promote and update our progress of our project on Instagram.
Hello and welcome back to Leota Middle School Weather News Channel. We're here to tell you about today's weather forecast
and what you can do to protect yourself from it.
Today's weather can be a number of things.
Like snow, rain, sun, you name it.
There are also more severe types, like thunderstorms, blizzards, tornadoes, and hurricanes.
Maybe one of those will carry him off.
Right.
Anyways, these types of weather are very dangerous and you need to be careful when going outside in them.
Here are some tips to stay safe.
1. Wear warm clothes in cold weather and the opposite in warm weather.
2. Wear sunscreen even when you're playing out in the snow because the sun can still reflect off of the snow and it can still give you a bad sunburn.
3. Check the weather before going out and always be prepared for the unexpected.
Like when it rains cats and dogs.
Interesting.
Not only do you yourself need to stay safe, but you also need to help others stay safe.
One easy way to do this is to donate clothes that you no longer need to local organizations instead of throwing the clothes away. This would help people in need who might not have the right clothes for the weather.
Or if there's anything you can do to get out there and help hands-on, then that's always great too, like fundraisers or charity events.
Make sure to protect all those around you while still caring for yourself.
And don't forget that if you need help, don't be afraid to ask a trusted adult.
Oh, hey.
Oh, right. This is supposed to be a weather channel. So the weather today is like 51 degrees Fahrenheit with an occasional downpour and bouts of sunniness.
And now that we're back on track.
Thank you for listening to our news broadcast, and please stay safe out there.
Hey, it's Tony here, and you look like you could use some news. Here's sports.
Who are you voting for this election season? Let's get into some politics.
I know you've been itching to hear about some current events. Let me tell you.
Hey you, it might get a little bit chilly. Why don't you come and find out?
If you want to know about history, I'm your guy.
I'm a real Matanzas pirate, here to give you our news.
But you might still be wondering, why? After extensive research, we found out that 51% of Flagler County does not watch the news. We heard about this and we immediately knew that we had to help. Our UP is because teenagers are not watching news channels and instead getting news from social media, they could be fed misinformation that could develop an unrealistic worldview. How might we increase the engagement of MHS students in learning about current news events so that they are more informed of their world around them in 2023 and beyond? To solve this problem, we decided that we were going to create our own videos and news content that we would share to as many people as possible. We accomplished this goal and even more by assembling together, creating scripts, acting out videos, advertising these videos, posting on social media, and taking individual ventures to help teenagers develop a realistic worldview. We believe that we are able to develop a better connection due to our content creation and distribution being peer-to-peer instead of like adult-to-peer. We have faced many obstacles, yet due to our constant drive, passion, and persistence, we have been able to coordinate and continue to keep helping others. We've had multiple people show their gratitude and appreciation for our videos. However, we are equally as grateful for everyone who's watched our videos.
Stupid. I know.
Palhaço.
Stupid.
Palhaço.
O que ganhas a fazer bullying?
E se fosse contigo?
Tu não estás sozinho. Tu és único.
Diz basta ao bullying.
The world is a better place with you.